Here's an example of order of operations involving fractions. And to do this out, we're going to use the correct order of operations, which is, and a lot of you might have learned it as PEMDAS. But we just have to be a little bit careful. PEMDAS stands for parentheses, exponent, multiply or divide, add or subtract. Be careful when you're dealing with multiply, divide, and add, subtract. Because what this means is we're going to do multiplication or division in the order it appears, working left to right. So sometimes you're going to hit division before multiplication, and you're going to do division first. And then after multiply and divide are all done, then you go to add, subtract, but again, be careful here. Add or subtract in the order in which they appear. So sometimes you're going to subtract first and then add. All right, so always work left to right and do those in the order they appear together. All right, multiply, divide, and then add, subtract. Okay, so let's go ahead. Here we got a grouping symbol, the brackets, so that's the same thing as having parentheses. And we're going to work inside there first using the order of operations. And this guy on the outside, the 4/3, is just going to hang out and tag along for now. It's multiplying on the outside, and we'll take that multiplying into account at the end. So we have 15 minus, and the first thing we want to do inside here is the exponent. And after that, we'll do the multiplying and the subtraction. So 15 minus 36 times 1/3 squared. So we're going to do out the exponent, and off to the side, let's figure out what 1/3 squared is, and then we'll replace it in here. So 36 times 1/3 squared is 1/3 times 1/3. And there's no reducing we can do here, so we're going to go right to multiplying across the top, across the bottom. So that's multiplying fractions. 1 times 1 is 1, 3 times 3 is 9. So let's replace 1/3 squared by 1/9. And notice that everything else we just carried down. We wanted to do exponents first. Now that we're done with the exponent in the PEMDAS, we can go to either multiply or divide as we encounter it, going left to right. So that means we're going to do 36 times 1/9. We are not going to do the subtraction yet. For 36 times 1/9, think of 36 as 36 over 1. And we can do some reducing now, because we can divide by 9 and get a 1 on the bottom here, and divide 36 by 9 to get a 4. So that means we get 4 times 1 is 4, over 1 times 1 is 1, or just 4. So let's go ahead and replace that by 4. So we get 4/3 times 15 minus 4. And now we go ahead and do the subtraction. So again, just tag along the 4/3 times 15 minus 4 is 11. All right, now we are done simplifying inside the brackets. So we go ahead and do the multiplication. And I'm just going to rewrite it so it's a bit easier to work with. 4/3 times 11. And sometimes it's easier to look at this as a fraction, right? So we have 11 is the same as 11 over 1. And now we multiply the two fractions. There's no reducing possible, so we just go right across the top and across the bottom. And we get 4 times 11 is 44, over 3 times 1 is 3. And that's our final answer.